With Bitcoin and Ethereum fighting to keep that support, in my opinion, this is a healthy correction and we are at healthy levels. My name is Crypto Millie and every day I talk about crypto. And in today's video, we're going to give a little bit of analysis on Zebec, ticker ZBCN. ZBCN. So I know you guys really like these updates on just Zebec from a price action perspective. You can go to other videos and get the utility, the use case, and go down those rabbit holes. But I want to just focus on ZBCN from a TA perspective. Before we actually get into that, here's a word from our sponsors. Hey, it's your boy Crypto Millie. This video is sponsored by TauStats, the leading BitTensor explorer. With TauStats, you can easily buy, sell, and stake BitTensor and track all the network data you need in one place. Whether you're a trader, a staker, or just exploring the Tau ecosystem, TauStats is your go-to resource. Click the link in the description and start exploring today. Taking a look at Zebec. From a TA perspective, it is sitting here at a $400 million market cap. I think Zebec is undervalued and should be worth billions when you think about the niche, the narrative, and the solution is providing for a global problem, which is the current payroll system, right? People are tired of getting paid every 2 weeks, tired of getting paid in a slow fashion, tired of, dealing with banks and things of that sort in an economy where everything is expensive and you got to move really, really fast. So Zebec solves a real world problem by providing this solution in an area that's worth trillions of dollars. So the fundamental stage is set for Zebec. I want to start off there. You're already starting to see, and like I said, I don't put too much stock into Binance Square, but this is an article that they posted, right? It says one of the 3 coins that could dominate 2025, like Shiba Inu did in 2021, and they listed Zebec. So Zebec has a lot of things going on with compliance. Everything is moving to the blockchain. These systems are changing. Tokenization is here, and you're seeing major institutions align with the cryptocurrency market, specifically BlackRock. So I know a lot of people are getting wrapped up into a potential Binance listing for Zebec. I wouldn't really, get too hyped up about that right now. In my opinion, the main thing, if you believe that this is something major and that could be, worth billions of dollars in the future, is being able to load up your bags before a Coinbase or Binance listing. You don't wait until it gets listed. You load up your bags before these listings. So anything before these listings, in my opinion, is an opportunity. We have the perfect setup, right? We may be entering an environment where we finally NQT and see how this current market, this altcoin market, can, perform in an area where we're not restricted, right? Not to add the many catalysts that we have outside of that when you think about the 401k, the crypto reserve, and anything and everything else that could be a possible catalyst headed into 2026. It all comes down to your personal exit strategy and how long you think that this crypto bull run will last. Do you believe that we will have an altcoin season? Do you believe that Ethereum will create an environment where altcoins, large cap, and even mid caps like ZBCN rally? If you truly believe that, then this should be an opportunity, right? You should be really licking your chops and excited about these dips with a token like Zebec that has the utility, has the use case, has the community, has the revenue generation, and hasn't been listed on some of the top exchanges. So how I look at it as an investor is I see personal opportunity. Now, taking a look at ZBCN from a chart perspective, I actually want to pull it up on a chart for you guys because I am seeing some things that are a bit concerning. The first thing that I'm noticing on Zebec is the bearish divergence here on the weekly time frame. So you can see that we are above our moving averages, which is bullish. We are above the bull market bands, which is bullish, and we are on a bullish trend. The week hasn't ended, but if the week ended today, which it is Saturday, this would be a lower high from here, which can confirm a downtrend. Not to add, you are on an uptrend here with this price action, but you're starting to see a downtrend on the stock RSI, which is a bearish divergence. I want to make it clear, this week hasn't ended. And we could easily, maybe somebody pumps millions of dollars a Zebec and we see these indicators shoot up. But as of right now, it looks like the correction is about to start to be validated. Now, we do have a trend here, right? This is the trend line, which is around 203.9. So you want to see that hold. What also concerns me about potential trends change here with Zebec is one of my strongest indicators, which is the ultimate RSI. And you can see that the ultimate RSI is also showing a bit of weakness. What you don't want to see is you don't want to see Zebec cross over this orange line, because if it does cross over this orange line, then that means that it could be setting itself up for a correction. We did see the correction here. It stayed under this orange line for a little bit, but it was a fake out and validated, and we moved up as we touched the trend line and some of these moving averages. That's what we want to see happen now. Again, this week isn't over, but I need Zebec to hold this orange line. I would not want Zebec to break this orange line, especially if I bought up here, right? If I bought up here, right, and Zebec broke this orange line, but there's a good chance that you know, the trend could change, right? Like, not flooding the project, just being real. The bullish in a bullish world, you can see that Zebec has been riding this orange line for like a champ for a while, right? So it's been riding it for a while. Do we assume that it holds it again? Who knows? We got a lot of selling pressure coming in. A lot of people are taking profits. This could be whales. This could be people who think that this cycle is starting to be a little bit extended. Who knows, right? Two things are going to happen here. I told you guys. Is either the market is a little overextended and we are getting prepared for the end of the market, or right, we're in the waiting room and we're getting prepared for a massive altcoin season, which I still believe is the last leg of this potential cycle. So however it goes, I'm putting it out there that I don't believe that we just go only up forever. I do believe that this specific 4-year cycle is coming to an end. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but Bitcoin has went from 15K to 120, and Ethereum has went from 900 to 4,700. So just keep that in mind, that we've been here for a while, right? This isn't like we just started getting bullish yesterday. We've been on a bullish trend in totality for crypto for a couple years now. I'm just being honest, so take that how you want to take it. So the elephant in the room here is this going to be a double top, right? Is this going to be a double top? Is it going to be a double top? I'm not here to make that decision. Zebec, the community, the market makers, they have to make that decision. But it all comes down to if the total market continues to keep bullish momentum. If the total cryptocurrency market continues to keep bullish momentum, then this correction probably will get halted here at the trend line, and we can bounce off the trend line and go higher and possibly enter price discovery. If the crypto market turns bearish, right? If the crypto market turns fraudy and it feels a little topped out and this ends up being a local top or even a top, if Solana starts to bleed, there's a good chance that Zebec will bleed as well. If in fact this ultimate RSI is confirmed. So anybody that's been watching my videos for the last 2 weeks, you know I use this indicator, and I tell you guys I look for this indicator. I look for bearish crosses on this indicator, and I also look for bullish crosses. We always talk about the bullish crosses, but we never talk about the bearish crosses. And this is an example of this specific project, which is a good project, weekly time frame, staring at a bearish cross. So let's just see how this week ends, and let's see if we can bounce off this trend line and continue to trend into an all-time high and into price discovery, because I know that's what everybody wants to see. I get it. I know that's what everybody wants to see. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Like I said, even when I look at the stock RSI, you can see here, this is potentially a lower high. And again, we potentially got a bearish divergence going here, right? Stock RSI is trending to the downside, and you got the price that has been trending to the upside. So yeah, that's pretty much what I see on the charts for ZBCN. A little bit of weakness here, maybe possibly a healthy correction if we bounce off the trend line. But if these indicators turn bearish, then it's a good chance that maybe Zebec comes to retest the fair value gap, which is the FVG. Let me show you guys how that looked before I actually close the video, because they serve as support and resistance. Yeah, so you can already see we're kind of like pushing through this first fair value gap. Well, we want to hold this one here, but if not, the next level of support would be somewhere around 204. And then the next level will be somewhere between the 618 and the 786, right? And you can kind of like see those levels of support there. So I don't like to make videos like this, right? Hopefully we can avoid this, but you can't stop people from taking profits, and you can't stop market makers. That's just how the market is. Anyway, trade safely, practice good risk management. Don't never take these videos bearish or bullish. It's just information that we're sharing, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.